Hey everybody, my name is Todd. I'm the owner of JTS Cabinet Shop. We are a custom cabinet manufacturer out of the Sacramento area. We go up to 2 hours out, sometimes even farther. Basically, we go from the Monterey Bay area all the way up the coast into Redding, trucking Lake Tahoe, back down Lodi. Uh, so we have a pretty good radius of where we work. Our history: I started JTS Contracting in 2003, primarily as a framing and interior trim. Shortly after, another contractor asked if I would build some cabinets for him. He saw some of my furniture pieces that I built on the side, and just wanted some cabinets built for his new home. So I built his cabinets and just kept getting requests for cabinets. And so in 2004, I basically opened up the cabinet shop and have been going strong ever since. There's been some rough years, there's been some really good years. For myself, I've been in the construction industry my whole life. I'm a fourth generation carpenter. My father is a general contractor. My great uncle was a carpenter, as well as a construction technology teacher at both my local high school and a local community college that specializes in construction management and construction technology. My great grandfather was a carpenter. So we are in a new shop. The landlord at my old shop decided to sell the property, so we had to find a new shop. The one that I'm in now is owned by an acquaintance of mine. When I first came over here, there was nothing but a pole barn. Just some posts with a roof, dirt floor. So they came through, they poured all the concrete slabs. I framed everything in. I upgraded all the engineering to meet new specifications, and then started moving in. We're slowly adding to the interior. I've pulled all the wiring, hooked up all the electrical, so we've got power running through here. I haven't run my air lines yet, so you might see me dragging an air hose around to different tools, but that's going to be on the upcoming project list. In the future, we have quite a few projects lined up. I've got a kitchen going on right now, along with a couple little small projects. I'm wrapping up a wainscoting project. It was a paint grade wainscoting job for a prior customer. We had done their kitchen a couple years ago. You can see photos of that on jtscabinets.com. Some little slide-in shelf units you'll see as we're going through the shop. Primarily all of my hardware, I use Bloom hinges, Bloom undermount drawer slides. They're pretty much standard. Occasionally I'll use a Accuride side mount drawer slide with soft close, but pretty much all my pullouts are from Rev-A-Shelf. So your spice pullouts, we have a really nice utensil pullout that we use. There's Tupperware storage pullouts. The list goes on and on. You'll be able to see those as we use them. We do use other products as well, but Bloom and Rev-A-Shelf are pretty much most of the products I use. I'm not sponsored by them. They're just good products. A little bit about myself. Like I said, I grew up in the construction industry, been doing this for my entire life. I am a Marine Corps reservist. I've spent a total of 8 years on active duty between my initial active duty contract and on orders to various locations. Total of 15 years so far, 5 years left before I decide to hang up my camis and just continue on with life. So that's us in a nutshell. My primary purpose of doing this is instructional. So let me give you a quick tour of the shop. It's going to be down and dirty. I'll let you know what tools I'm using, why I'm using them. It's a mismatch of things. I'm just using tools that I feel work the best. So again, none of these tools are provided to me from sponsors. I don't have any sponsors. These are just tools that I've bought over the years and continue to use. So let's go for a walk through the shop. So this is the sizing room. This is where I cut everything down and prep everything to go into the assembly side. This is my table saw. It's a General International 5 horsepower, 220, 230. I've added their Excalibur sliding table for my cross cuts. This is the table saw itself is a 10-inch. I'm running FS Tool blades. They have a true 1/8-inch kerf, so less blade movement. If you're running thin kerfs, trying to push through hard material, you'll end up with a wandering blade. On the side of it here, I've added a little wing with a cutout so I could put my router in. I'm running a Porter Cable 3 1/4 horsepower router on a master lift. It's a great system with the hand crank from the top. You can make micro adjustments, get your exact depth. Now I've added a 8-foot outfeed table. It's utilitarian. I didn't build it special. I originally had a 4-foot outfeed table on here, but once I moved to this shop, it had the space. I changed the top out to an 8-foot. Down below you can see the master lift from Jessam. Over here, this is my over here is my cutting station. It's just a Hitachi 10-inch sliding compound miter saw. I've got a little Biesmeyer stop on it. And then I've got a 7-foot extension on it. 7-foot extension table on it. And primarily I use it for my scrap storage. This will all end up in it, probably in my fireplace at home at one point. Over here I have my Castle TSM 21 pocket hole cutter. I love this machine. I'm not a fan of the Craigs with the drill bits. This actually uses 2 different routers to cut the pocket holes. This is my Castle face frame table. It's a 4x8 face frame table with an open back. Works great. Then over here, got my parts cart for when I cut all my panel stock. It gets stacked in there, labeled. So it's an easy move from the sizing room to the assembly room. Next to that is my Porter Cable dust collector. Right now it's not hooked up It's going to be going on the other side of the shop behind where the cars are. And once those are moved, I'll go ahead and get this in place, get it all ducked out. Over here where this nice Caterpillar, this D4 is, that's where the CNC table is going to be set up. I've got the table base set up currently in the assembly room. I still have a lot of parts that are at my house that I need to bring over to continue assembling it. I'll show you that as we go along. Now we'll go ahead and head into the assembly room. So currently I'm running this Delta line bore. Typically for my adjustable shelves, I only use put 3 holes in, but I could do up to 13 holes. This is used primarily for adjustable shelf holes, for shelf pins. And this is my Bloom mini press. This is for boring out hinges. I don't use the press because I use a style of hinge where you don't need to press it in. And this is my 60-gallon Ingersoll Rand air compressor. It's 220. That's going to be swapped out with an 80-gallon before too long. I'll show you guys when that comes in. I'll be excited. And next to it will be the air dryer. It's a refrigerated air dryer. Basically what that does is helps pull the moisture out of the compressed air. And that way you have dry air going through your tools, and it doesn't cause any damage to them. Over here is just a workbench. I'll be adding to that. I'm going to be adding a 8-foot upper cabinet above the workbench here. And that will help clear up some space in my pegboard wall. Over here we have the base for my CNC. It's a 5x12 base. I specifically set it up for this because I want to add an automatic tool changer on the end. And occasionally we do deal with 10-foot ceilings, 9-foot ceilings, so having that full 10-foot cutting capacity is really going to help out. Like I said, this is going to be moved over to the sizing room. All the parts are from Avid CNC. Check them out. Great prices, great kits. The extruded aluminum for the top itself, I got through another supplier just due to costs. And let's go here into the finish room. This is my finish room. It's not complete, but it's far enough along to where I can heat it and keep it warm in here during the winter. Keep some fans going on during the summer. Keep everything cool. It's 16 feet wide, 32 feet deep. I'd still have some sheetrock to put up. I'll be filming that as I do it. And like I said earlier, most of my products are ML Campbell products. I use this little Titan hopper sprayer. It's an airless sprayer. Works great. Typically I run a 310 fine finish tip with it. So got that. My clear lacquers are ML Campbell, either Duravar or Clearvar. These are the shelves that I was talking about. They're in their final coat of clear. I've used General Finishes Kendall Light Gel Stain. and it has 3 coats of ML Campbell Duravar on it. You can see they're not super intricate, but yeah, they're a little time consuming to build. And that concludes our little shop tour. Just a quick little down and dirty, so you can kind of see what our setup is like. This place is going to be filling up with projects pretty quick, so it's going to be a good time. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Keep that YouTube algorithm happy. I will try to post weekly. Sometimes I won't be able to due to military obligations, but again, like and subscribe, and let's have a good time.